I'm not, I'm just gonna put it here.
Okay, we need to call the meeting to order.
So we will call the meeting to order. We have 3 committee members here in person, and we've got the mayor and Committeeman Colin Hickey on the phone. So we are fully constituted and there's a quorum. Judy, can we have the open meeting?
Yes, sir. Adequate notice of this special meeting of the Township Committee was sent to the Courier News in Somerville and the Berners News in Whippany to all subscribers, and also posted here at the Municipal Building as of January 8th, 2018.
Thank you, Judy. Everyone will please rise. And Mayor, if you will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As Mayor Parker has mentioned for the last 6 years, twice every meeting, we have the opportunity for public comments. So if any member of the public wishes to make a statement, good, bad, or different, please do so. Seeing none, surprisingly, on this Thursday morning after Christmas. Steve, there's no one here, so we'll skip public comments. Steve, you interested in submitting reports, or should we just get straight on to what we're doing?
I have no report.
I have no update or report.
Same here, so
And
Colin, Doug, you
Nope,
have?
no
All right.
reports.
I wanted to just touch on meeting dates, though, for next year. We had talked about having a special budget bill list meeting on January 10th. Okay, so that'll just be, you know, just like this, maybe a 15-minute meeting to just pay some bills. And then we normally do budget meetings on the Mondays in between our regular meetings. Our first meeting of the year is Martin Luther King Day, so normally we have it on the Tuesday, the 22nd, not Monday, the 21st. And then budget meetings on Mondays, so is that all right? How soon do you want to start? Comments, questions?
Might as well start as soon as we can.
Okay.
Colin, did you hear all that?
Yes, sir.
So January 10th for a
Special bill list meeting.
Special bill list meeting.
So we would have our normal meeting on the 22nd, Tuesday. We could have a budget meeting on the 21st if people are up for it, or wait to start our budget meetings the 27th.
It's the holidays, I don't know the availability.
Right. So when we start budget meetings the 27th.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I need.
Okay, so we'll head straight to resolutions, and should we don't have a
No consent agenda. These are all money resolutions, so they need votes.
Okay, the first resolution I have is Resolution 2018-109, mileage reimbursement for tax assessor.
So normally, Ed collects mileage all year long. He doesn't always give me backup, and a lot of towns just give a set amount of like $100 a month for a mileage reimbursement to the tax assessor, rather than having to collect receipts and submit them quarterly. So this is before you to do just a set number of $100 a month, so that for his mileage. For example, this year with the receipts he presented was a little over $1,000. So we could set it for $1,000. We could set it for, you know, I said $100 a month for $1,200. He doesn't always keep good track of his mileage and puts together receipts. So it's just, I need backup for the auditor, and he doesn't always have it. So it just, if we have a set resolution, it just makes it cleaner, and that's what most towns do for that position.
Do you know what they do to position if the position is a contract?
Then there is no reimbursement of expenses that's included in the contract, right?
So is this the first time we're doing this?
Yes, this is the first time request.
Judy, I just have a question about the per mile that I noticed. Is that statutory?
That's statutory from the IRS, yes. And we,
Because so
I think we're getting less.
at the county, we get less than that.
We do it,
Or something
yeah.
like that.
Per
So
the-
if it's updated, that would be great.
per the IRS information, we get that every year. We do a resolution at the reorganization meeting. The new number for 2019 is actually 58 cents.
Wow. Yeah, I only have
The
that.
2018 number is 54.5 cents. We update it annually,
That's great, you guys are on the ball.
so we take that off the IRS website.
I will.
Yeah. I think
So is the decision to go straight to a contract amount, the set amount, or to
To
keep
just
them on
have
per
a set
mileage?
agreed-upon number, rather than having to collect receipts for the year, which is...
And this is him traveling to the houses for assessments?
Correct, correct.
Any further discussion?
I mean, how do we feel about a set amount versus having to track mileage?
Yeah, we put some other towns, most of them do $100 a month.
I'm just talking about, but are those similarly situated?
Actually, most of them, Warren, Watchung, even Peapack Ladson was $100 a month. Which are, most of them are even smaller in area than us.
Does he use his own vehicle?
Yes. Yeah, if you used our vehicle, there would be no reimbursement.
Is there a vehicle for him to use?
There could be. He does a lot of stuff, on weekend. He'll come from home. He'll meet with residents. He'll make appointments. So it isn't always convenient for him to come here first to pick up a vehicle and then go, coming from Hunterdon County.
An electric charging station coming, fill it with a town car in the future. Save on that.
And presumably, his commute would not be reimbursable, it really would only be his expenses. It'd only be his time coming here and then driving out
Right.
during the day.
Right.
It's potential, I mean, I think it's maybe nickels and dimes at the end of the day, but it's potential cost savings in the future, I think. That's what we should look at.
Yeah, little research in that. I think
Can this be like a temporary
This would be
thing?
a temporary thing until we have a vehicle to provide, if that's the case.
I prefer to make it temporary and see what we can do with the vehicle, just,
Want to do it just for 2019? And then see what other means we might have?
Why don't you, how about this, instead of changing it from a reimbursement for mileage on an annual basis, make it a monthly basis?
Well, the way it reads, it could be done monthly.
I prefer to do it monthly.
It could be paid monthly.
About how many homes does he hit per month, do we know?
It varies. He does a certain section of town each year
So he does the entire town on a
on a rotating basis,
4-year basis?
4-year basis.
And we,
And he'll have,
3,000 residential units?
in the hills,
No, in the entire town.
oh no, well, I know we send out over 1,000 tax bills, so,
Okay, so 5,000.
right.
So
And
that's
then,
especially doing a little over 1,000.
right, and if there's a tax appeal or a question or a meeting, then he'll go to the property, directly meet with the property owner.
that's his meeting.
Or, right, if there's other meetings or trainings.
I prefer to go monthly on it, just to give us some flexibility.
So where it says, be resolved, Township Committee, that the following be established as reimbursement to the tax assessor for mileage on an annual basis, change that to monthly basis.
Okay,
And then where it says annual reimbursement, just make it reimbursement for 2019.
okay,
Then delete and beyond, and just make it at $3 a month.
okay. Very good.
So with those changes, do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Hickey?
Colin?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear any of that?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Are you voting yea or nay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Cinchi? Mayor Parker?
Aye.
Okay, and Acting Mayor Jacobs?
Oh, I'm not an acting mayor.
Okay.
I've got a mayor right here.
Okay.
Yes, aye.
Okay.
Steve, I'll have you know that AC referred to a song as the old
We'll
gray
tell
mayor.
you later.
No.
Doesn't translate by phone.
Resolution 2018-110, authorizing the current fund transfer of $8,500. Judy, this is a relatively standard transfer at the end of the year.
Absolutely, just paying bills, moving money around in accounts. It's not any more to the taxpayer. It's just monies were appropriated in accounts based on budgets. We ran short or had too much. We moved things around to help pay bills. Very housekeeping type resolution.
So $8,500 going from group insurance plan O&E, and township planner O&E, to the municipal clerk O&E, and administrative.
Correct. We ran short with codification expenses, and then due to a resolution that's coming later in the packet, I need to do a transfer for the money to administration.
Can we have a motion, please?
Move to approve 2018-110.
I'll second.
Roll call, Ms. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Jacobs?
Aye.
Ms. Santucci?
Aye.
Mayor Parker?
Aye.
Thank you.
Next is Resolution 2018-111, referral of local district school tax. Once again, this is a standard end-of-year resolution. Judy, can you just do a quick explanation?
So this is the last, I'll call it fourth quarter payment to school of their portion from their budgeted tax amount. There's a little difference in January. So we have to carry the money over from 2018 to 2019. We pay them in January. So this is just a banking transfer.
If no other comments, can
Your
motion?
I'll make a motion to move to 18-111.
Again, roll call vote. Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Ms. Jacobs?
Aye.
Ms. Santucci?
Aye.
Mayor Parker?
Aye.
Thank you.
Next resolution is Resolution 12, cancellation of grant receivables and grant appropriations of $15,440.41. And once again, this is another standard end-year resolution where there are grants outstanding that have not.
So there were grants that we didn't use the full amount. For example, you'll see the POTUS grant for the protection of the president. We didn't spend the full amount that we were granted, so we canceled the balance. Same thing with the distracted driving crackdown and some bulletproof vests. You know, we didn't use the full amount, so we have to cancel it. But we cancel both sides. We cancel the grant side and we cancel the appropriation side. So it ends up zeroing out. It's not any more money that's going to surplus, it's just a zero.
And are any of these renewable to 2019?
Many of them we will receive again in 2019, maybe a slightly different amount, but they're usually approximately the same.
Okay, does everyone understand? So this is
Yeah.
take it off the balance sheet on both sides of the ledger.
Both sides, right.
If there are no other comments, can we have a motion to
Is
motion
it-
to approve?
Is this money that we have in-house, money that we could have like put in for
So, we could have, some of them are reimbursable grants, so we have to spend the money to get the money.
Yep,
We didn't spend the full amount, so we don't get the full amount.
right.
So we
Okay.
cancel out what's left.
So all of this is money that isn't presently in-house. This is all money that could have been applied for reimbursement that we don't use.
Well, for example, the 1100 distracted driving, the police went out and they did distracted driving enforcement. They didn't spend all that money with overtime. They were 1100 short. So we only used, say it was $5,000 grant, we only used 3,900. So we're only going to get 3,900.
Right, so this is money we have not seen in-house yet. This is money that we apply for reimbursement, but we
We
didn't
were
do it.
reimbursed what we spent.
Right.
But we could have gone up to 5,000, for
Right.
example. We only spent 3,900, so we have to cancel those numbers off the budget.
We didn't apply for it because we didn't use it.
Correct.
So like you,
Right.
you're there, and then if you would have used it, you would have had to justify it. So when you
Correct.
go on, you have to
Right.
justify the hours, right?
Right, so
Right.
we're not returning any money, we're just not
No.
applying for more reimbursement.
No, we didn't
Okay.
spend it, we don't get it back.
Got it.
Right. So it just zeroes out, but it's paperwork we have to do.
Had we
Gotcha.
used it, I mean, had we needed to use it, it would have been available to us.
Correct.
If we had that. Probably next year the same thing, we'll probably like to set it.
So we usually get around $5,000 in many of the grants that the police department does. And it's an estimate, you know.
Okay, so where are we? A motion to approve?
Yes.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Again, roll call vote, Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Jacobs?
Aye.
Ms. Santucci?
Aye.
Mayor Parker?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution 2018-113, cancellation of capital improvement ordinance, balances of $268.01.
Big money.
Big money.
So these are old capital ordinances, we had a little bit left. Cancel the amount, it goes back in, this actually is money that's in the budget, it's going back into the capital, therefore other purchases now.
So Judy, the two ordinances that are being canceled go back to, one goes back to 2015, the other goes to...
Yeah, once they get to be more than 2 years old, it's stale money, we usually cancel them and then reappropriate those funds into project. So, it's not a lot of money, but it's still paperwork we need to do.
So I'll make a motion moving, if anybody has any other questions. 2018-113.
Second.
Again, all in favor, Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Jacobs?
Aye.
Ms. Santucci?
Aye.
Mayor Parker?
Aye.
Okay, so this is Resolution 2018-114, authorizing special stipends. So let me just read what we have here. So we're granting special compensation for service of exempt employees in exceptional circumstances, whereas certain exempt employees during the 2018 calendar year responded after hours, weekends, and holidays to assist with both emergencies and special projects without compensation. Therefore, be resolved by the Township Committee, the Township of Bedminster, that a one-time special stipend be awarded to certain exempt employees as follows: Judith Sullivan, Clerk Administrator, $2,500; John Nance, Principal Public Works Manager, $2,000; Carl M. Rock, Chief of Police, $2,000. Any further discussion?
I'll move it.
Moved by Mayor Parker.
Second.
Again, roll call vote, Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Jacobs?
Aye.
Ms. Santucci?
Aye.
Mayor Parker?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Approval of the bill list. Pending review by individual invoices.
So moved.
Motion to approve the bill list.
So moved.
Second?
Again, Ms. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Jacobs?
Aye.
Ms. Santucci?
Aye.
Mayor Parker?
Aye.
Thank you.
Anything for discussion? Doug says no.
No, sir.
No? No. Colin? Steve, anything for discussion?
Here.
All right, public comments. We have no members of the public, so we will end second round of public comments. And some committee comments. Colin?
Sure.
Township committee comment?
Doug?
Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe.
Happy New Year. This is the mayor's really official last meeting, so thank you, Mayor, and Happy New Year.
I'll go next. Happy New Year. See you all on the 4th. That's it. Steve?
Yeah, just one thing, you want to have a little bit of it. A constituent, in Oxford, who owns property on Bentley Court, has been on and off contacting us about an issue of what he thinks is a unjust, was he on the property taxes. I've been playing phone tag with him. He's probably going to get down to the new year. You can probably, if he wishes to address the committee, just so you know that's kind of coordinated.
Okay.
All right.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, Steve.
Happy
And
New Year,
with that, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I need a second. All in favor?
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was reading the email.
Steve, you did
Bye, Colin. Bye, Steve.
Steve, enjoy the, whatever you're doing by not skiing.
There you go. All right. Have a great night.
Okay,
Taking
you
it next
too.
for breakfast.